are two products that came out of this that I just want to have close out. So Frank and Dean, if you join us, thanks so much for all you do.
How many of you, be honest, parents, everybody, could not imagine your life without Bands of America? I cannot imagine my life without this organization. Go back home and do something to help it out. When we were at the sound check, where they were about to come and judge the float, I was standing there and I was just taking the whole thing in. And Mary Lurson walked up to me, and I think she saw that I was having a profound moment. And she said, "You know why this is so great?" She said, "Because right now, we're seeing the world as we wish it was. We're seeing the world as it should be. And that's what you have given us this week." So, instead of another round of applause, I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to ask you to everybody here, family and friends, when you have the opportunity to go up to each of those staffers from Music for All, it's the hardest job I've ever had. Scott told you half the reason that I did miss kids and I did miss teaching, so I went back to it. I also did it because it was too hard. Working for this organization was too hard. 6 days a week, 20 hours a day, every day of the year, every month of the year. I couldn't do it. It was too hard. They worked tirelessly. They never get to turn Colorado Boulevard. You know what I mean? Because while we're going to be having a party here, we're going to be sitting down and planning the National Contraband Festival and Symposium. They never get to make that turn. So students, you make sure you thank them, and parents, just ask yourselves, what can I do? What can I do? I know what I'm going to do. What can we do to make sure that this organization is around forever? All right? We're going to celebrate tonight. It's going to be special. I want Frank to talk to you because I think this guy has really, really amped up the experience. He gives, he gives, he gives. Frank Troyka.
I have to be honest with you. My students will tell you that I'm rarely at a loss for words. But being up in front of all of you tonight in such an amazing assembly of wonderful human beings, it's very humbling to be here tonight and to be a part of something so unique as this activity. Early in my teaching career, I had a parent tell me that what I was teaching the kids and what I was expecting of them wasn't really the real world. And in my early days of teaching, I had to admit that because I thought about it and thought, you know, what I'm expecting of them is perfection. It's this little utopian sort of world where everything is just right, where we all show respect for each other and we all take care of each other and we don't take advantage of each other. And he's right, it wasn't the real world. But what I learned later on is that we don't want that to be the real world. We want to create all of that in an environment here where we can live on Sesame Street. And we can take the values we learn here through our hard work, through our camaraderie, through our love for each other. And then when we go out into the world, to make our piece of the world like that. And if enough of us will do that, we form this sphere of influence that starts to intersect the other spheres of influence. And pretty soon we have a community, and those communities become cities, and those cities become nations. So it's important for us all to be very outspoken, not just about our love for music, but for the values that we've learned through music. And so that the organization isn't just Bands of America, and it's not Music for All, it's Music for Always. And that's what I've gotten out of this. It's Music for Always. And I want to thank everyone for giving that back to me, and I hope to be able to give back to you over and over and over again. Thank you all very, very much.